How you doing? We're going to talk about some social studies literacy resources you can use in your social studies lit class at your social studies lit station. Some objectives for this short presentation. You can locate strategies and resources that help with literacy. You can target strategies that can help you with social studies literacy in your class at your station. Hopefully today we can sign up for Edmodo. We can create a PLC so it'll be a one-stop shop where we can put all our resources, files, websites, documents, all in one place to share with everybody that comes through today. Also, the role that you play in social studies literacy structure as far as the rotations in the class period and some of the things that you would probably be wanting to do. Also, the last thing is to recognize some tools that is going to help you with the digital content requirements of blended learning. In my station, I do a social studies content slash phonics slash vocabulary to help with the core phonics. Also, I work on some things utilizing devices and internet and things like that that's going to help you as far as fulfilling this requirement here. Some technology that I use, or some websites rather, shall I say. First is Quizlet. Quizlet helps with the phonics, helps with the learning how to define the word, also helps with the spelling of the word. Quizlet can be used as I guess you want to say, a anchor activity. If you have something for them to do and they get done with it, they can always go to Quizlet, and they have different games they can use to work on the words. You can upload those words, or you can trade off with someone. There's many ways of getting word list up. Next, you can upload the read aloud content. Sometimes instead of me reading aloud with the class all the time, especially in social studies lit, your classroom can become kind of crowded. So what I try to do is get laptops, especially with the devices that the students will be getting later on. They have earbuds. Some bring their own earbuds, some don't. I'll go to the library, and sometimes they have some headphones they can use, and I will read aloud the content. I will upload it to the website, which I can show you at any time. It's not a hard task to accomplish. But one thing you need to do is read the specific type of content into the speaker, like I'm doing now with screencast, which is the next one here. Media links. YouTube is usually what I use. YouTube actually has divided into YouTube education, but you can take any links and you can link them onto your web page, or even in Edmodo if you have students on Edmodo, and they can use Edmodo to download the PowerPoint slide or anything that you have up so they can review it. Kind of like a flipped classroom type effect. Next, the reason why I have it in bold, because like I said, I'm using this at this point. It's called screencast or screenomatic. You get 15 minutes of free airtime where you can record and screenshot anything so you can explain it to the group. I use it for remediation. I also use it with my social studies lit class. Now, like I said earlier, it gives me the freedom to move around the room, help out, or pull out individuals who doesn't get the information, or handle any kind of classroom management issues that I might have. We talked about YouTube. YouTube is split into two, and then you have school wires. Sometimes when I have things to read, I'll put about 2 or 3 questions up on school wires, multiple choice questions usually, where they can post the answers or they can click the answers, and it submits to you as a grade. Next is blogs. Blogs are just a little hard to use, and I'll talk about that later on. And then you have Pearson Success Literacy documents. I've talked to Miss Goodwin, and I believe I can give you the information so you can sign up on it. I found a lot of good things, especially me doing 8th grade this year. I found things on the Revolution. I found things on the Constitution. You just have to kind of put in the search engine what you kind of want to look at, and you can go from there. And usually they have it. It's also leveled, so that way you can kind of pull things that fit your student's lexile so you can use that as well. With the writing proficiency, like I had in my read aloud, I have some things for open-ended to actually help students with the open-ended section. And I use the school website, the blogs on the school website, and I also use Edmodo. For me, Edmodo, and the students love Edmodo, and it seems to be the easiest for them. So I use that the most. Blogs, it's a process to use. Once you get them both down pat, you can kind of go back and forth so the students don't get bored. But the students love to use Edmodo to post, you know, answers. You can do a lot of things, polls. You can do things like that. So I like using that for that reason. Like I said earlier, create assessments on school wires. When creating an assessment on school wires, you can look at their criteria. Like I said, you can look at their criteria, look at their responses. And I've created a screencast so you will know how to answer questions and get it all uploaded and get it actually emailed to you so you can kind of go over it with the student in the form of your email. You can use, if you have any questions, you can always email me or Google Talk. You can use it a lot of different ways to get in contact with me, or you can just use the phone. You can contact me if you have any questions. Right now, I'm going to take 1 second so I can show you how to upload or actually how to sign up for Edmodo. Okay, real quick, if you haven't signed up for Edmodo before, what you want to do is you want to click on I'm a teacher. Okay, now school code is one thing that you need, and you can get that from a couple different people, or you can get it from Barbara Crouch if you email her. But what you want to do is you want to put in your first name, your last name, your email address, and your password, and then check on this. Okay. Once you get in, what you're going to do is, actually, before you do that, I'm going to show you the code so you can use this code at some point. And I'll have it written down. I'll have it on me. So if you decide to go ahead and sign up now, hopefully I can go ahead and get the school codes for you, and I'll have them, or I'll just use my school code and we can get in that way. The school code that we're going to use is listed here. And the reason why I want to do this, like I said, is one of those ideas where we can all kind of join together. It'll be kind of, instead of sitting down and meeting all the time or trying to email back and forth, we'll all be up. All you do is sign in and you can ask, or you can, if you find a cool resource, you can always put that up so everybody can kind of share the wealth and that kind of deal. So hopefully it's going to work, and hopefully you sign up. I know I've created a group, and I'll just be waiting for you to sign up. And if you have any questions, I'll be floating around so you can let me know. All right, when you get in, you're going to see this message that I already sent to you. Now, what you can do is you can post notes where you can put your file, links, and then you can go into the library and see if you find anything, and you can schedule a message to be sent out. You got assignments, you got quizzes, which we probably won't do, but you have polls and things like that. So it's real good to do, and it's real interactive in that way. Like I said, we don't have to sit around and do a whole lot of things as far as, sit down and meet and all that kind of stuff. You can just share everything that way. All right. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you very much.